had a bit of an issue on the PlayStation 5. It just wouldn't show the display screen on the right hand side there where you need to see the chat. But now it's there. Hopefully everything will be alright. And all I'm going to do today is open a bunch of keys. Well, I've got to open all these keys anyway, so may as well do it while doing something like got a few teams lined up for this kind of job. My favourite multi-team, which I do quite like using, a fun Explore Level 5 team with Phoenicia. I'm going to be using some of that. We're going for my Centurazul team, which is pretty cool and one of my favourites for getting things done pretty quickly. We'll go for the Wild King, Rope Dart King. Selenus is a pretty good team. And anything else I can think of? Or anything else I get suggested maybe. Right, so what should we start with? Let's pop out of here. Let's have a look at how many keys I had, because I did get a few more, I think. Go to inventory. So all in all, I've got 426 vault keys to open and 42 epic vault keys. So this is going to be... I'm not going to do them all tonight. There's no way I'm sitting here until all these are done. But I'm going to do some. And quite a few probably. Right, so I'm just going to crack on with it and see what happens. Let's start with the standard keys. And I'm going to go to my Centurazul team. In Assassin, because it doesn't really matter what class you're in for this team. It works regardless. The sound is perhaps slightly loud. Let's try and turn it down, so that's going to cause some echo. This was a sudden change of location for this. Right, just got to find the volume control on this monitor, which I haven't done for a long time, so let's see if I can find this. Alright, there's the volume. Hold on. This is sleek. Aha, right, here we go. Audio volume down. Right, just reduced the volume on that monitor now because I think that was going to echo. Right, now I can get on. Right. Simple team to use. All I'm going to be doing is charging up Zolgoth with the help of Centurion. And to last the opponent. Usually I do this with the camera. I did a stream before a month or two ago now, but yeah, the camera's in a slightly different place at the moment, and didn't plan to use this console for it. I'm in my downstairs games room at the moment. PlayStation 5, for some reason, I was using show the display chat screen, which was pretty annoying. So change to this one. See what we get in the vault keys. Hopefully get some good results. I saw a gargoyle gem there. These are new out today. I always keep a quick look out sometimes for what I get. It's diamonds and gems, that's what I'm particularly after. Didn't actually do a mic test on this because haven't used the PS4 for a while. But I'm presuming the mic is coming through okay. I should be able to get it this way without having to actually do that. Shuriken again. Zool again. I like this team for its ease and simplicity to use. Gem key, not much there really. Orb of growth, wisdom. Alright. Left spawn. Okay. Sure. Class Systems of Evil is always good as a handy extra mana generator. Let's get things done nice and quick. "24 gem keys, that's not bad. Happy with that. That's the cool thing about these vault keys. They will surprise you sometimes and you'll get a really, really good set of good stuff sometimes. A lot of times you'll get stuff you think, yeah, that's not much got kind of thing. But another time it will really, really surprise you. And I want to be surprised. A lot. Really simple and effective team to use. Got a variant on this team which is good for Guild Wars Red Day, which is really, really cool as well. It was great success on the last Guild Wars. I think it done all the battles in about 7 minutes of actual game time or something like that. It was pretty fun to use.
Mana surge.
I think the problem with the 4 matches on the skulls, just get us all up and go crazy. Such an easy team to use. Ideal for this sort of task because, you know, I don't want to think too much. It's quite a repetitive thing doing these keys. Oh, that's a bit lame. But Orb of Chaos, let's see what that brings. Any guesses? Oh, Orb of Growth. It's Orb of Growth or Wisdom, it always is. There you go. But hey ho, all good. Turn the computer on because normally there's some sort of chat got going by now. I presume the settings are correct.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
First name. Don't bother even look at the skulls, just start until we're going to again get Zool up one more time. Finish. Orb of Growth. Another Orb of Wisdom to go to my ever-growing collection of Orbs of Wisdom. Turn the computer on a second. Let's get up, seeing Shuriken.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Gargoyle gem. These are actually described wrong in the mini description that Luther gives when you see those gargoyle gems in the game. Right now, they actually give the positive or negative status effects to the entire team on either side, not just one as he seems to imply. Select Storm. And the extra turn. Looking to get the Centurion up nice and sharpish. Cast Centurion. Zol is ready to rock and roll. Test. Don't even look at the skulls. Grab the Zol up again. Grab the Zol up again. What was that? Who knows? That's without wine, so who knows what happens if I actually hit the wine. Can use Essence of Evil to use mana, of course. Alright, and what's next? So all I'm going to be doing is opening in these keys. I'll get the old level up. See, that was autopilot take there. I don't usually do that on them skulls. You don't want to do that. You want to save the skulls to charge Centurion. We'll get the instant kill. Charge up again. And dead. Everybody's dead, Dave. Alright, give me something good in my Chaos Orb. Orb of Cleanse, that's nice. Need to work out how to change my logo, because last time I had the camera on, but in a different place, so I didn't put it on this time. And I can sit in a more comfy seat, which is important. Ah, it's not ready yet, that's annoying. Handy wild card there though. We'll play around the teams a little bit, just try a few different ones. This is usually nice and fast. It's a little bit slower at the moment because I've changed classes. I want to get the Hero XP. Major Orb of Chaos. Come on, be good. Major Orb of Clans, be nice. Major Orb, yeah, that's alright, I'll take that. Not bad at all. Zol is up immediately. Let's stick it on its death mark. They could just die anyway. We've got Devour there from Centurion. What a treat. Hands down the best glory troop we've had, pretty much ever, I think. Only Border, I think, is second. So it was like 400 and... forget now, 440 something, was it? Vault keys it was. So I'm not going to be undoing them at all tonight. Absolutely no way, Jose. And anyone not called Jose. I'll be undoing a lot. I've done that, we needed one. Point for all. On autopilot responses there in the game. Away, and we got a incidental skull hit which finished off the gnome. Another major Orb of Chaos. A couple of diamonds. All good. Right, let's have another major Orb of Growth. Wish there was something you could do with these resources like that. Like, the thing is now, for a lot of players at high level, there's not a lot to do, if anything to do with some of these resources, like a major orb of growth when you've got everyone to the highest level sort of thing. And you've got an absolute abundance of these things left over. You literally can't do anything with them at all, and it's something I think the devs need to have a look at maybe. Not that they get a lot wrong with the game, because they don't. They're actually, I think it's actually all round pretty superbly well designed, but they must be aware. For so many people, there's a point we've got to now where basically we cannot do anything with a lot of these resources. They are literally useless. Just getting them more and more, like orbs of wisdom, orbs of growth, things like this. When you got all the troops on level 20, got massive abundance of these resources, there's literally nothing you can do with them at the moment. The gnome at the bottom, see if it's the only one not death marked, hunter's marked, or something like that. Now I can just hit anyone, that doesn't really matter. Swing around in a minute just for a little bit of variety and show a few different teams. Oh, but chaos, what's it going to be? Growth, wisdom, another one. Lucky me. Right. Go electrical. Zool on the only one that doesn't have a hunter's mark or death mark. Ready to go again. It's gone hard, so it'd be nice if there was an extra difficulty level for this sort of thing to get better rewards as well, maybe. Major orb of growth. Yay. Jurgen, you're nearly there, mate. So Zoolhead. Yeah, just get some blue. Cast Weapons of Evil to pick up a few extra mana. Not yet gained. Ooh, that was handy. Just do a couple more with this team, then we'll change it around a bit. Show a couple of others. May as well grab that while it's there. Then it would have been a little bit quicker on the mana-gen side of things. I'll do one more with this team and then we'll switch teams around. The other teams generally aren't quite as fast as that one. I do absolutely love that team for speed. But, on rotation maybe. On those gargoyle gems, they can only be exploded. You can't actually match them or anything. You have to have something in them in their team which basically explodes them. Think of them as a stone block basically. Ready? And done. Right, let's have a little team change around. Event keys. All handy. Let's go to now. Let's try a Wild King team. Golgotha, Wild King, Rope Dart, King Selenus. Wild King starts with a 50% mana start due to King Selenus. What's cool about this team is it's good to practice on these sort of games. This is not obviously anything like a Guild Wars match, but the cool thing is about it, it's an all yellow team, so you can actually practice with it to a degree, learn what works well, what doesn't work well, when to charge one troop, when to charge another, when to cast, when not to cast, all sort of things like that, which all handy experience for the team. So I like this team, but unless you get your Golgotha up, it can be slightly slow, but Golgotha is a really, really good tank in first place.
Mana Surge.
Don't really like his spell, but I suppose it's better than nothing.
Mana Surge.
Red and yellow. Now I get some. Might as well do a skull here, I suppose. This is that Bombot. Yeah, seems good for variety, this team, but it's certainly not as fast as the other ones. Lots of attack now. Oh, agile, that was a bit sneaky. See, it can be a little bit slow, this team.
Mana Surge.
Depends on your luck, really, how the gems go your way. Couple of diamonds at a time, not so bad. But more, please, rather than just the odd couple here and there. Smattering of yellow and skulls around like Wild King's got a really high chance of working really well. This is a bit better now. Nice little combination there. Work it. I'm not sure if the chat is working or not, because normally someone would have put something in the chat by now, other than me. Not unless everybody's in a particularly unsociable mood, or I'm just not being charming enough, or I don't know what's going on. Somebody type something to let me know it's at least working.
Mana Surge.
Well, I'm not seeing any messages. Oh, shall I cast Rope Dart first? Yes, now we can go Wild King. Now, ooh, that's too tempting not to get rid of one more then. Good old armour on Golgotha really helps out. Oh, you sneaky mofo.
Mana Surge.
Couple of hits there. Let's do that. Done. Let's try this one again. It's the only thing, Golgotha doesn't have the fastest start in the world unless you get a little bit lucky.
Mana Surge.
very nice. Yellow and brown, not really doing. I can get green though. And a fortunate skull hit to end. Pretty handy. A major orb of ascension. And let's get some breath. This is kind of one of those teams I like testing out now and again. Viable for Guild Wars on Brown Day. Obviously this is not a real test against a Goblin team, a Gnome team like this. It's still good to see how efficient it is, how quick it can be, its weaknesses. Not the best spell from King Solenis. He's mainly there for that 50% start on
Mana Surge.
Ally Wild Folk. That's nice. We'll probably do it. Hello, Horn Dog. How you doing, mate? Yeah, weird. I don't know. Well, you might have got one, but I had to restart it. I started on the PS5, and then there was no chat window. Even though I turned the display chat window on, there was no chat window there at all. So I had to stop that and restart it on the PS4. So I don't know if that somehow only sent you like one notification, maybe. But you're here now. With all your wisdom and charm. At least it showed the chat was working, because I was wondering literally what was going on, because it seemed very quiet. Maybe people are seeing my that lips and tongue thing there and thinking, wonder what's going on. What happened there? I'm not even sure if this mic is working okay. Can you hear me okay? Is this mic even working? Ah, good. Good. What we're doing now, I lost the truth. I can't believe it. Now I'm trying to match something which doesn't exist. Just trying out a team which would be viable for Guild Wars Yellow Day.
Mana Surge.
Stupid Cedric at the bottom, messing things up. Or the Sparkle Face, whatever his name is. Give him Sparkle Sack. Get out of it.
Mana Surge.
Right, try this one more time. It is a pretty good team. I've not actually lost with this yet when playing against PvP, so maybe a decent Guild Wars survival team. I don't know why I haven't. Thank you anyway, but I don't know why it hasn't shown that, because I've set everything up to show stuff like that as far as I can tell. Hang on, let me see if I can do anything on the computer. I have no idea why that's not showing, because everything's set to show stuff like that. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's appeared. Oh, it's appeared on the computer. Thank you very much. £5. Yeah, would that interrupt it? The PC is on. Does that muck around with it? Oh, right, I'll turn it off then. Right, let me turn it off. Hello, now we've got all these stupid sex things coming to it. Oh, God, these things are so annoying. What? What? I don't know. Oh. Well, it'll be in the feed on the PC, I suppose. Yeah, I know. 6 of them things. Jesus. Wow. They just appeared out of nowhere. As soon as I shut the PC, they appeared. I wonder if that's linked somehow.
Mana surge.
Right. So, yeah, again, Horn Dog, thank you very much for the donation. Awesomely appreciated. That'll get me some lollipops. You know how I like a lollipop. But yeah, no idea why it didn't show up on the... Well, I do now. Now you've said. Now you've said about the PC interfering with it. So, but I presume it will still show up on the main feed in the video. I don't know. Would have been nice if it showed up in this chat as well, but... Yes, well, I'm not exactly Mr. Beast, so I wouldn't hold my breath on that one, but thank you anyway. 1 million subs. That'd be a thing. Let's change that team. I like it. It does do well, but it's a little bit slow. Let's go back to my fast team for a bit. Do you like this team? There's these gargoyles. Don't know if anybody noticed. I should have put it in. I've done a mini tutorial thing today, like a quick thing about these gargoyles. It's actually wrong what Luther says in that small description of it. This good one here affects all allies in a good way, and if you had a bad one, it affects all the enemies in a bad way. It's not the way it's said in the thing with Luthor, as if it only applies one negative or positive status effect, and it doesn't. It seems, right now anyway, it affects everybody, but I'm sure people have noticed that. Obviously you need an exploder in your team to make the most of them. Oh, that was rather lame from Zoolhead.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
450 odd normal vault keys to unlock. Should have put the old Essence of Evil on him first really, but that'll do. Might undo a few epics in a minute, just for a bit of variety. Well, that's not bad. 24 gem keys. Take that. Got to work out little things out, like how to change my logo thing up the top, that lips and tongue thing, to my Honest Rob logo and things like that. Find enough time to get down to these things, really. Yeah. It's not often that Centurion doesn't get charged again like that. Another Skull Bash or two. Yeah, I suppose. didn't really start this whole Gems of War thing with any real intentions. That sounds really weird, but I can't remember quite how it happened. I started my channel just putting some arcade stuff on it because I got build arcade cabinet, which you've probably seen, and it was just do a couple of build processes with those and things like that, and then for some reason, somehow, I don't even know what happened, I found myself just uploading the Gems of War video, and then I thought that's quite enjoyable, and yeah, I carried on from there really. Yeah, if I get any money from it, it's nice, I suppose. I'm not expecting anything, but if it comes, and it's obviously appreciated. It's good to go and buy a little game or something, or have a drink. I know that someone else helps towards that because they appreciate what you're doing. And you were the first, and you have that forever. Orb of Growth. There it is. Oh yeah, that's the thing, you see. So well, thank you for that again, because it is the new campaign. I haven't actually bought the new campaign yet, which is, what is it, $8.99, $7.99? Can't remember, something like that. But yeah, that is made half price now due to your generosity, which is a great thing. I was going to do a little preview thing on that latest mythic in the new campaign. I had a quick glance at it today. Thank you very much, mate. And that new mythic, the Medusa one, that one looks like Medusa, that sounds actually like it's going to be pretty handy. I'm actually looking forward to the end of this campaign to get that. Thanks for your awesome bids. Thank you. $60 diamonds. This is the sort of thing I want to see more of. Yes. Always good when you get these 60 bunches of diamonds in these things. Yeah, yeah, definitely does. It's interesting indeed. Come on, Centurion. There you go. Also habit to cast Centurion. I shouldn't. Like, Zool was one mana away then to getting charged up. Should have just cast. Or collected normal mana then, but hey ho. And see what we get. Another bunch of 60 diamonds. Keep that going. Just saying earlier at the beginning of the feed that I don't know if the devs ever will do it, but it's something they must be aware of, and that's basically like for people like me and Horndog and people like that that have got these massive excess of things like orbs of wisdom and orbs of growth and things like that. It's like, do something with the Soulforge or whatever so we can at least use them. Like souls, they've got like 6-7 million extra souls that I don't need. Let's make, I don't know, one Imperial Deed for like 1 million souls, say, something like that. Got to give us some way of using these resources that they must know high level players have got literally no use for. 12 million souls, yeah. It's crazy. And when you like you do the thing, I forget what they call it now, where you basically cash in the duplicate troops and you get like another blinking million or something that you don't need. It's like, come on, give us something to do with these things. You hold the world record on console for the most dooms. That's really cool. 16,447. That is absolutely insane. proper crazy. Yeah, that is definitely worth a laugh. That's mental. 16,000. That's not a typo, is it? That is 16,000.
Mana surge.
One of these.
Mana surge. Mana
A lot of these.
surge.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, fantastic. Well, when you get a world record, you've definitely got to make the most of it. Crikey. Yeah, amazing. Really impressive. You know, you have been playing this game too long when you start having dreams about it, literally. I had dreams literally a couple of months ago where I forget what I was doing. I think I was doing some shopping or something in a some shop, which you would do, shopping. Wouldn't be shopping in a non-shop, would you? But anyway. And hello, Jay Shah. Thank you very much. Glad you appreciate the videos. Thanks for popping by. And I was just saying, and I was actually having a dream about this game, which is when you know you play it too much. And I dreamt I had this string of mythics, and every time I opened a single glory key, this is actually a dream because it's never going to happen in real life. If I opened a single glory key, I basically got a new mythic. I got a mythic from a single glory key, and I thought, that's lucky. I'll do it again. I've done it again. I got another mythic, and so that went on in this dream, and I got about 8 mythics in a row by opening just a single glory key, which is it's quite fun. And practically impossible in real life. Yeah, it's a big time dream, that one, honestly. I think I did get one once from a random amount of glory keys once. You know, when you're opening whatever it is, the bunches of 200, whatever it is. 18 event keys, that's not too shabby. Take that. And you get left with like a random amount of like 147 or something like that. I opened one of them once. It's just been sitting there for like a day or two. And I got a mythic from that one, so it was quite impressive. Until I found out it was Fallen Valdis. And I was no longer impressed. You can keep that. You can go back to where she came from, as far as I care. Let's chop that on him first. Good measure.
Mana surge.
Funny little gargoyle things, which are going to be interesting, I think, if we get some troops which use them or generate them really well. Another 60 diamonds. This is going quite well. Yeah, I'm playing lazy, but haven't entirely looked into the way YouTube algorithm works to maximise it or anything like that. I'm just going with the flow on it in a way. But yeah, I'm excellent at getting these porn things in. Look at that. Naked HD, XYZ, stop jerking. Cheaper than Tinder. Yes, I can say I've stopped jerking. It's cheaper than Tinder. You've said it 3 times now. What's wrong with you, woman, person, man, freak, whatever you are, sending these stuff? Oh my God, like 4 of them in a row. No way of stopping. Stop jerking. Oh my God. Oh dear. Naked HD, stop jerking. Oh dear. Well, I suppose those things provide some sort of cheap entertainment, I suppose.
Mana surge.
Yes, yes. Cannot resist it. It was such a well-worded temptation there. How can anybody resist this? Hang on, aren't they defeating their own objective here? They put naked HD, you know, so, okay, a lot of blokes like naked, but then they put stop jerking. Isn't the point, without getting rude, to actually make you start doing that? If you're a male, I don't know. Oh, I see, you can make people mods. Might have to get someone involved in that, because you do get a lot of these things now. It's getting a little bit out of control sometimes. Quite often the first comment now is one of those things after time. It's really irritating. $24 gem keys, 6 gems, 2 diamonds. Happy with the gem keys? Oh, I've just noticed the splash thing they've done on the stop jerking thing. Not good. See, now people are dropping off because they followed that link, didn't they? They pushed it. They're off. They're out of here. Couldn't resist that. Naked HD, whatever it was, I'm gone. Only kidding, people that dropped out. It is your choice. I do. I block them literally every single time. Literally every single time, but they just seem to generate new ones all the time. I must have blocked 50, 60, 70 of these things by now. Happens literally all the time. It's very annoying.
Surge.
Block them, report them, whole shebang. Cursed gnome. Alright. Hang on. Let's take a quick slurp of my tea. I am English, so tea is the drink of choice. No crumpets, though. That is just a rumour put around by strange people. Tea. Right, let's play again, but let's switch the team around a little bit. This is a red team using Centurion and Zul'Goth, which works pretty well. I used this in the last Guild Wars to great success. I think I've done all the battles in something like 7 or 8 minutes. That's the game time, which is pretty fast. Gimlet transforms green to brown, so you can look out for that for a quick charge of Centurion if you need it.
Mana surge.
Green to brown. Do we have any of that going on? Not really.
Mana surge.
Go, Centurion. Once this real Zul'Goth Centurion thing starts going, it is pretty hard to stop. What should we do? Should we... Let's get Centurion up again. We'll take the skull hit. Certainly worth the trade-off to get Zul up again. Yeah, and works on Guild Wars Red Day as well, so this is really handy for that. Yeah, I know, I heard about that. Wow, that is going to be hot. When they're saying something like it's going to be... Oh, another 24 gem keys. Excellent. One of the hottest days on record or something, aren't they? They're saying. Luckily, I'm literally 2 minutes walk from the sea, so I'll just run down there and just dive in if I have to. Cool off. And 4 matches. Well, at least you don't get it all the time here. I think that's what I really like about the UK, to be honest, is actually it's a real mix of everything. Like people say Australia is nice and things like that, but you pretty much don't see snow and things like that. Where over here you get some really hot days, get some really nice spring and autumn weather and things like that, and you get to see snow now and again, and I think you get a mixture of everything, but without things like earthquakes and scorpions and spiders and things that want to kill you all the time, which is quite nice. Jay Shaw, hi Rob. So, who is better, the Wild King or the Wild Queen? I haven't thought about that too much, but my instant reaction is the way I work these things out is I think if I could only pick or only keep one or the other, which one would I keep? And out of those two, I think I would take the Wild Queen. And the reason I say that is because the Wild King's spell is slightly wasted in some ways. The way he gains everybody attack. Basically, let's hang on, let's change it then. I'll show you what I mean. Where is it? Like in this team, for example, like when he casts, everybody gets the boost in attack. But unless you use a troop called Gargoyle, you can't really benefit from any of that attack unless these troops start dying, which is not the point, because obviously you benefit from that when you do skull damage, where the Wild Queen, she has a similar spell regarding mana generation and skull creation, but she actually takes the attack away from the troop you cast it on and puts it on whoever you like. Normally the one in, I think it's the one in first place, which to me I find actually better all round. Hello, Nemastic, Just UK as Nemastic. That's an unusual name. Nemastic. Hello anyway. Hello. Just trying out a few different teams here. Playing around with this yellow team, which is viable for Guild Wars Day. I like it, but I don't like it at the same time. I like it because it's powerful when it gets going. I don't like it because it has a slow start with Gorgosa. Handy though, because when you cast this, the Wild King, if he misses with his skulls, then obviously Gorgotha has a really good granite skin, reduced damage from skulls by 75%, which is pretty nifty. That's just a bit slow to get going, and the Wild King seems to miss with his spell quite a lot, even though it's the same kind of spell as Wild Queen. Right now, for me, it's not as reliable. I sort of joke about the Wild Queen being in a bad mood sometimes and things like that when she casts her spell. But to me, the Wild King is in a bad mood more than the Wild King. See, again, he missed completely with that spell then, which is not the point. He's supposed to be... There we go, that's a bit better. 181 now from King Selenius. Hopefully we should win with. $803. That's ludicrous. In a good way. I thought I'd done good getting 450 odd, 440 odd, I think it was. Oh, 120 gems is nice. Thank you very much. Right, so yeah, that's not bad. Don't mind that. I might use this to experiment with a few other teams. Who ain't honest after all? Hang on, we got this Naked HD malarkey going on again. Oh, hang on, just grab me a tribute. Wait for it to decide. Oh, that's ludicrous. So what did I get? What have I got left to do? Still got another... Oh, I've burnt through about 50 so far. That's not bad. Do some of the epic ones now. Them sex bots are indeed crazy. I don't know about top 5. Definitely top 10. I'm reluctant to say top 5. It's very close though. Very, very close. Let's do a few of these. I might do a tier ranking one day. Haven't done one yet. Maybe that mine might be different to other people's because my play style is slightly different to a lot of other people's. And as well as that, I find I'm not influenced by other people's opinion, if you know what I mean. I'm not saying what I say or think is better than anybody else or anything like that at all. What I'm saying is that I am capable of making my own opinion on something like the mythics and how good they are, regardless of what anybody else has said. And I've always been quite good at that. I'm not actually influenced by anybody else. And I may do a tier list one day. 48 gem keys. Very nice. The trouble is with these bot things though, it's like how would YouTube know that they're bots, if you know what I mean? I suppose there's no way of actually knowing. They're obviously fake accounts. You know, I must block 5, 6, 7 of these things a day, literally. They always appear in the comments. I always block them straight away. But they still generate new ones. Well, that was rubbish. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I wish I could. Right plane. Right, I want lots of diamonds from this little run. I crafted a mythic today I didn't really want to craft. I've done that thing you do when you... Here we go. Love. Oh dear. Oh, Struth. Yeah, I need to make someone a mod. It's getting a bit crazy. But there is a small amount of entertainment in seeing how bad they are sometimes, what they say and things like that. I mean, what do I mean? Then we're in. Who said I was willing to share? They're jumping to conclusions. Assassin level 98. The cool thing about doing these Nomapaloozas and things like that is you're doing so many games so fast that I think I had about 3 or 4 different classes yesterday. I hadn't got to level 100 yet. All on around about 90, 91 maybe, 88, something like that. And I got them all up to level 100. I've only got a few more to go now, I think. That's not many. But it's the rubbish ones that no one ever uses, like Barbarian and Corsair and stuff like that. The game volume's a little bit too loud. Have I not adjusted it on this? Hang on. This should have been adjusted on this. along. What we got now? We have sex cheaper. There you go. See how good that is, if that's any better or not. Only 2 more delves left. That's quite good. Is that a better sound balance? If anybody could let me know. Testing, 1, 2, 3, and all that malarkey. Cool. Thank you very much. So who are your top 5 mythics off the top of your dome? Well, my dome suggests... Right, the way I think of these things is if I could only save one, who would it be? Wow, it's actually quite tricky. So I'd like to think the Wild Queen is in contention. But she has bad mood fits and just drops you in it all the time, as if you've said something funny about her ears or something, and she just drops you in. Hiking Iron Gut, that's the thing. It's like, what's the best mythic depends upon the situation you want to use them in, doesn't it? That's the thing. Hiking Iron Gut is obviously the best for delves, and he's invaluable for that. Zul'Goth doesn't really count as a mythic because he's a boss. Yeah, Phoenicia, absolutely fantastic. And you're Nemastic, you're starting to sound like one of those porn bot things. You want to do everything with Phoenicia. Yeah, exactly. It's hard to put a finger on what is best. I think it's like, you know, the sort of what people do as an S tier and things like that. There's a whole bunch of troops. If I was to say a top 5 that spring to my head straight away without putting them in any order. So a top 5 for me, just off the top of my head without really thinking too much about it, in no particular order. I'd say Wild Queen, Arachnian Weaver, Hiking Iron Gut, possibly Arc Proxy Avendra, absolutely devastating in the right team. And maybe a Wild King. I don't know, I'll say that tentatively. Probably forgetting a couple of really important ones, which I'll go, oh no, you got to have them. More of this, please. More of 360 gems. This is what I want. Actually, speaking of Phoenicia, let's do everything with Phoenicia. I'm sure she doesn't mind. She looks like a good girl. Just ignore the ears. Phoenicia goes mad. Just got to get her up again. Or she gets us up again, whichever way you want to look at it. And she goes Womp Bam Balula. Done a test the other day. I don't know if Horndog or Nemastic, you've done this before. Someone mentioned on a video, I forget what it was now, I think it was on my Gnome Vault Alert video, that they think the rewards might be better when you do Gnomapalooza on Explore 5. I tried quite a few of that, because obviously you can do this for Phoenicia team on Explore level 5 really easily. But I didn't notice any difference in the actual rewards. A wisdom, and a growth. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm on a console. I'm not going to be able to put that in. I'll be able to look back on it on the PC and put it in manually, I suppose. It's probably easy if you just tell me what team that is, but I suppose that's even more typing. Depends upon how much you love typing. If you love typing, it's a good thing. One cast of The leprechaun usually gets Ferocious up right away. Always look out for the old matches on Mirage Queen. Oh, we've been jumbled around. That's irritating. Let's just do this anyway. Get any luck on the cascades. That's a nice one though. Yeah, I ended up doing, I think I've done about 7 or 8 on level 1. Paid really close attention to what I was getting. And then I've done about another 7 or 8 on level 5 with this team. And the rewards were pretty much identical. The only thing that was different, obviously, was you got more gold and more myth stones. Apart from that, I think the rewards were absolutely identical. You didn't get any more keys, you didn't get any more diamonds, you didn't get anything more regular. It was all pretty much the same to me. I actually did, I've got a video sort of vaguely prepared for that. So I recorded some of them sessions. So I might actually put them into a video and show that as a comparison. It was a interesting test anyway. Someone mentioned it and I thought, hey, actually that's a good idea, because I hadn't actually thought of that before. I'd literally always done Explore 1s on a Nomapalooza. Jay Shah's determined to make me say that Wild King's a top 5 mythic. Hang on. Oh, 2 major Orber clans. That is fantastic. I'm happy with that. Right, hang on. Let's put this to bed. Right, let's have a look. Right, show all. So I'm still missing a few, but I understand how the game works enough to know whether they're good or not, if you know what I mean. Right, so let's actually get this done. No. Yes, maybe, yes. Potential, right. It's definitely 2 in contention. Oh, now it's you getting carried away. I think it's easier to work out a bad 5 than it is a good 5. High King Iron Gut definitely for different reasons. 3. Astralis, really good in many different situations. Ferocious, obviously, 4. Powerful. Shabana's good. Sycorax, really good. But not top tier, I would say. Lord of Slaughter, fantastic in some teams. Sparkinator. Did anybody see that video I done where you can get his attack to over 1,000 really easily? That was a lot of fun to use. Tina. How can you not consider Tina in that mix? The top 5. Ulor. It's not top 5, but he is extremely good at shutting down the books, the tomes, scriptures, things like that, because the way the spell works. Very good indeed. Will of Shiter. Should not Will of Nysha, it's Will of Shiter. Yasmin's not chosen. Sort of off the boss. So right, what have we nailed it down to? Let's get this sorted out. Top 5 in no particular order, or just the top 5. No. Uberstet used to be amazing, not so much anymore. He got nerfed and it killed him a bit. Right, so top 5 in no particular order. Potentially Tina 9000. Hi and welcome, David Duar. Love the content. First time caller. Can you tell me if you can play the same account on multi-formats? Yeah, you can have different accounts, definitely. Absolutely 100%. Oh, but not. I don't think you can do the same account, no. I just realised what you're asking there. You can, if you're going to play, no. If you started again on a game on Xbox, for example, you would have to start a new game. And exactly the same as if you started on PC, you would have to start a new game on that as well. You can't move across and have the same account going. So I hope that answers that question. That'd be handy, because if it was the same account, I would love to have, you know, like have mobile at the same time and things like that. So my top mythics, just without no worries. Right, we've got Tina. We have, I'm not going to include Sparkinator. He's good, but not that good. The Wild King and the Wild Queen, potentially, not officially putting him in top 5 yet. So that's just a potential. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Lord of Slaughter is right up there. Grey King's right up there. So we've got 3 so far. Phoenicia, 4. High King Iron Gut you have to consider because of the delve potential, 5. And you can't not have these two, Arachne Reaver and Arc Proxy Avendra. So that's 7. So I'm going to say it's not quite a top 5 mythic there. There you go. Maybe 6th or 7th. But that is unofficial. That is unofficial without severe testing. And I'll show you why. Let's go into this. And it's because his spell can go against you as much as it can go for you. So we'll go into this. This would be a decent Wild King team. Very strong. Gives them a 50% start. We've got Rope Dart in there. And we've got Golgotha giving strength to the team. Yep, David, that's exactly why I would have liked it as well. Have a mobile account at the same time. Check in every hour, make sure you get the tributes and stuff like that. But saying that, I do like the Wild King a lot with Elementalist class, because if you can get these suckers entangled, like we have done here, then obviously if his spell misses with the skulls, then it becomes not so important. And it effectively makes the AI miss a turn as well, which is also really, really effective. Get some managing. Yes or no, he's got potential to be top 5. He's not been out long enough, not been tested enough to actually come to such a conclusion, I would say. What other teams we've got here to play around with? This is a fun potential red team as well. Pretty powerful on Guild Wars Day. Divinia for the cleanse, the mana gen and the life giving. Mirage Queen for the 50% mana start to... Oh, here we go. Oh, they're off again. Yeah, Mirage Queen for that 50% start to Elementals. We're in Elementalists, so we get that on our hero as well. And we get it on Shegra. So if this gets going with skulls, it can be really, really good. Yeah, I like Bard class. I'll change it. That's not, you know, that Wild King team I just showed is not set in stone in Elementalist. Does depends upon who I'm fighting. I think I did originally have it in Bard class, but it was just like a situational thing where if you're fighting goblins, for example, you normally change that sort of thing to Elementalist. But yeah, this red team is pretty nifty as well. I'll have a go with that team in a minute. I'll change it over to Bard class, as you suggest. Unless we're fighting goblins, of course, where we're not. Slightly lame. Do this team one more time, because it's pretty cool. One thing about having Shegra up top is any mana surge, I think it is on brown or red, means he's good to go absolutely straight away. we are giving him a chance, Jay. It's like, you know, we've got to give the guy a chance. He's the contender. He's already in the top 7, I would say. But you can't just say, yep, definitely top 5 without testing him fully. He's only been out for like a week or 2. And then we can give him a proper trial and then see how he performs in Guild Wars. So I think he's going to be pretty easy to shut down in Guild Wars. I might show it in a minute, actually. He is persistent. He's like determined. Are you the person that are you a dev? Did you create the World King? You created the World King, didn't you? Own up. You know you did. And you're insistent that he's top 5. Have we got any green on Raji? Nope. Yeah, persistence plays its part. Let's do that. I might show why I don't think he's quite top 5 in a minute, because that team I showed with him in it, which is really, really good, if I played that in defense mode, it's just amazingly easy to beat. It is brilliant in PvP mode and potentially Guild Wars as well, which I may well use it for because it's viable on Yellow Day. But if I put that as defense, I can wipe the floor with it and beat it so easily. So, oh, another 60 diamonds. Excellent. So to me, a top mythic is one that is really good in Guild Wars Attack Day as well as Guild Wars Defense Day. Something like Arachnian Weaver is like a good example of that. I would definitely have Arachnian Weaver in my top 5. For that reason I've just said. Yeah, PC and mobile is the only versions which are compatible, which is a good note there from Scorpion King. So yeah, that is true point. What do I get purple for? Did I just get purple and I don't even need purple? I'm just in autopilot mode here. Let's get this Fist of Heaven going, which, let's face it, sounds like a badly titled adult film, doesn't it? Alright, go Shegra. Oh, out of them 3, Ketras. For me. Really good with a couple of ferocities. Yeah, out of them 3, if you really want to get just one, I would say Ketras. I only crafted Jotnar today because it's one that I didn't have, and he was one that took my kingdom level to the next level, whatever it is. But yeah, apart from that, I wouldn't have ordinarily have crafted him, I don't think. What are teams going to play around with? Maybe it's those big fat juicy lips you have. What? Oh yeah, them ones up there. Wonder what you was on about then. There's a profile pic that are attracting the sex bots. Yes, indeed. Let's try this in Bard as Nemastic suggested. I think the talent's going to be appropriate. Yeah, probably doesn't matter. I'd rather have that one. Love Tree of Knowledge. Tree of Knowledge is super handy. Love it. That'll do. cast raw goats are. No yellow, no brown. Blue will do. See? That is not a top 5 mythic when he does that. This is my point. Jay, whatever your name was, it's like any mythic that you can cast and it can get you in trouble is not top 5. So no, as my definitive answer right now, he is not top 5 mythic. Because a lot of time when you play a troop like the Wild King or the Wild Queen even, you have to have a mechanic built into the team where basically you make sure the first 1 or 2 troops are entangled, just in case they drop you in it, which you shouldn't really have to think about, but you do. Like obviously rope dart is a good thing for doing that kind of thing. But as soon as you kill that first troop, then the next troop down obviously is then there and susceptible to a counter attack should you miss with all those skulls. It's kind of a very heavy risk versus reward with something like the Wild King, I suppose, but I don't know. Arachnian Weaver, for example, doesn't get you in trouble. It just does nothing but good things. Another Orb of Wisdom. Yeah. And speed this up a little bit now. Just do this team for a little bit now. I want to crack through some of these keys. Yeah, I must change that my profile pic, I suppose. There used to be a nice little hack you could do, or a little trick on the Vita, which I doubt if you can do anymore, obviously, because I don't think the Vita's online anymore. But you could put a picture, any picture you like, in that, and you could set that as your profile picture, which carried over to the PlayStation as your general logo, if you know what I mean, which was quite cool. Ooh, nice bunch of diamonds again. It's diamonds I want. Diamonds that we all want, I suppose. Diamonds and gems. Upgrading those pets is expensive. Ugh. Come on, game, play the game. Dear me. Get out of here. Now, no skulls on the screen. How often do you see that? Oh, let's have a quick drink. That's nice. Get rid of one. One that's not death marked or hunter's marked. Someone just popped their clogs. Oh, is he going to spawn something before we get a chance to kill it? No. He is gone. Gets red, brown.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
What's people's favourite team for this kind of thing? This is my one so far. For me, when this gets flowing properly, it's the fastest one that I have anyway, that I like to use. 18 event keys, not bad. All team in Slayer class with something like Shegra can be really, really fast as well sometimes.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Get out of it. It's probably something with Centurion, isn't it? It's got to be, because Centurion and Zul is such a cool combination. Yay, loads more souls I can't do anything with. Joy. Oh, wrong button. Bye bye. Charge up.
Mana surge.
Bye bye. Charge up. Oh, you swine. That's a load of junk. Gee me, how bad's that? Wow. Suppose you have to take the rough with the smooth. Set the access to the bishop.
Mana surge.
One dead gnome. Hello Prez from the Netherlands. How are you doing?
Mana surge.
I'm very good. Hope you are too. Major Orb of Chaos. Major Orb of Ascension. Pretty handy. Excellent, excellent, Prez.
Mana surge.
There's a zillion of these keys to unlock, because if you haven't seen enough gnomes for the last few days, that when you unlock the keys you see even more. I'm from England in the UK. You're just over the sea from us, that way. Wow, this is lame.
Mana surge.
Exactly. Just over that way a bit. Hello, Horn Dog's there showing his bilingual skills. Well, I just saw ho, and that got me thinking straight away. That's the only word I read. I didn't read anything else, just ho. That's all I need to know. Excellent, Prez. Thank you very much. check out the new player guide sort of thing. Lots of tips in there for early players. But yeah, very good game. See, look, and it's off. We're off with these things again. You said ho, and look what's happened. You've set it off. Can't blame me for that one. OMG. Sex cheaper Tinder? What? For real? Oh my god. 131 comments, like 80 of them are stupid sex ones. You hadn't had anything for ages then, and you said ho, and then literally a second later, got another influx of them terrible adverts, whatever you want to call them. Who? Oh, I see. Well, there you go. I'm not Dutch. I do not know these things. Yeah, always really important to be in a good guild. Like, I would be like so much more high level than what I am now if I had played this game properly from the start. I mean, I've been playing the game for about like probably 5 or 6 years, but I was like super casual for the first like 5 years. And I was in the guild for like 5 years with just me and a mate of mine because I didn't know what I was doing at the time. And now I really regret that because he was playing the game, he introduced me to it, and then he said join my guild. So I joined his guild and then just sat there really as 2 players. I just thought, oh, this is okay, being in a guild. Didn't know what it'd done or anything. Only ages later did I realise that basically I'd been wasting literally 5 years of time in a guild which done nothing. Indeedy, Frez. It's a pretty powerful team. Just whizzing through some of these keys. Seeing what awesome rewards I can get. Not that time though. Then they're off again. Wow. They're on it today. Oh, I can't wait till tomorrow. I've got about like 60 of these things to block and delete and everything. My god.
Mana surge.
Yeah. So have you got acquired any good troops yet, Prez? Any ones that are, you know, game changer sort of thing? Ones you like, woohoo, got that one, that's really good. Depends what level you are, Davey. What level are you at?
Mana surge.
And obviously it depends upon what everybody finds important in the guild.
Mana surge.
Yeah, if you've got Shield of Erskaya, have you got that one there, the Shield of Erskaya? That's really good. I'll show you how this team works if you are not familiar with it. Obviously, Mirage Queen gives Rowan a 50% start in mana, but then you basically charge this One here. Yeah. Okay. So that's cool. So have a go at this team. You put the shield there. You get that charged up. Throw it on Rowan, and that boosts Rowan's power up absolutely massively. So I'll just show you how this works. I'll cast Leprechaun, even though it's not particularly ideal. No, I won't. I'll get red and brown first. If you've got some Chaos Shards, these should be fairly easy to get from the Underworld, Deep Fleet, Sunken Fleet even. So we get our shield up. At the moment, Rowan's boostler is 172. We cast this on her. It's now plus 436, which is a whopping great difference. We've then got to cast that again one more time to win this one. Only because I haven't got Assassin to 100 yet. Otherwise, it would not be in this class. I'm literally only using Assassin because it's on level 98 and I've got most of the other classes to 100. Otherwise, something like Archer would be really good for this kind of class. Even Titan. Nah, not Titan. Archer is good. I like the way the 15% chance of an instant kill comes in on quite a regular basis. It depends who you're fighting. Like, if you're fighting goblins, then Archer all day long. If you're fighting anything else, then... no, sorry, fighting goblins, Elemental, sorry. And if you're fighting anybody else, then Archer would be a good mix. Most of the time, I only fight... only use Elemental for most of the time for fighting goblins. Which is almost what it was designed for, I think. Ryuvaru, I need to know if spending gems on upgrading Soulforge is worth it or not. Yes and no, because you get an amazing set of one-time only rewards when you do that. I don't know if for spending gems I would do it. I would definitely use your cursed walnuts. I tend to call them cursed walnuts. I always have done. It just stuck. The cursed runes. I don't know if I'd spend gems because there's not a lot there, which is good. Let's have a quick look. Right. So you're level on 10 anyway. So the good thing is you get these one-time rewards like the Epic Vault Key, the 3 Book of Ice Deeds, 3 Book of Nature Deeds, and so on. They are really good and definitely worth picking up. But what you can actually do with it after that is really, really limited. Like, if you're on level 14 now, what are you going to gain after that? Crafting Lightforge scrolls there. Making an ultra rare medal to epic is not that great. It's not that great, to be honest, after that. It's like, yeah, I'd say just save your cursed runes for that all around, unless you've got an absolute massive excess of gems. Gems are more valuable spent on other stuff, I reckon. This is a load of stuff in here which you're not going to use. Like, for example, I've done all the curse breaker weapons, which you can do once you get it to level 20, and I never use them. Literally never use them. So there's no point. I've created Darksmith Drenzer, and I've never used him. So yeah, I don't know. I think the only thing I've got to look into in the Soulforge is some of the other stuff, which may be good. Like some of these are obviously going to be good if you've got the resources. That is absolutely stupid. What are they thinking when they do this sort of thing? Guildmate gift. You give someone 25 gems and it costs 50 gems to make. Are they thinking people that play this game are completely brain dead or something? It's like, it's ridiculous. Literally what are they thinking of? Some of these are better value to me. I think these are okay to make. But apart from that, no. I probably wouldn't spend a load of gems to raise it any higher, to be honest. It's just not good enough. What was I doing? Oh yeah, games. Oh, let's do this quick. I'm really lazy on these. I hardly ever do what they say. Now this is partly down to my personality, as I hate being told what to do, even by a game. It gets on my tits a lot. So when it says do this to do that, I say no, sod you. I will do something completely different. No, I wouldn't spend gems on the VLP keys. You'll spend a load of gems on the VLP keys to get them, open that, and you'll get a major orb of growth or something if you're lucky, and it's like rubbish. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. Like the extra stuff in the Soulforge, I literally wouldn't worry about it. I'd done it to level 20 so I could craft Darksmith Drenzer and unlock the Cursebreaker weapons, but apart from that, I've not done anything at all with the Soulforge. Like, I don't care what these are, they're being changed. I'm too lazy to change the banner for a few battles. I hate doing arena, so that's going to be changed. And I can't be bothered to wait till tomorrow to change that, so I'll re-roll that one too. And they nearly always change to kill enemies of a certain colour, or just kill a certain colour of enemies, or just kill enemies. So yeah, do not tell me what to do, game. I hate being told what to do, even by a game. Back in the Gnome Vault. Let's do some epics. Let's try me Red Dead team again. I think I've only taken this team for a spin on Red Day on Guild Wars once, and it was really, really successful. But it's the sort of team that either wins spectacularly and looks amazing, or you get obliterated and you look absolutely stupid. It can be, but depends, because a really simple, straightforward team like the Rowan team, you can do almost on autopilot. You almost don't have to look at the screen. You just have to glance back at it every minute or every few seconds, just to give it a cursory glance, sort of thing, just to see what you're doing next. I'm doing those explore runs on level 1 or whatever on a Nomapalooza or something like that. I have the TV in side-by-side mode. It's not in here, I'm in my arcade room at the moment, but upstairs it's a 65-inch OLED, and I put it in side-by-side mode with the TV on one side and Gems of War on the other, and I'm barely even looking at the gameplay on the other side, because you just press X to cast Leprechaun, then circle or square, whatever it is, to press to cast Rowan, which ends the game. Keep pressing X to carry on. And it's only when the explore run ends and you need to start another one and go down to that continue part and things like that, you need to actually give it a proper look. But for most of the time, I'm doing a lot of that sort of thing in virtually pure autopilot without barely looking at the screen. What we got? Am I lucky? 2 more major orbs to throw into the pile of stuff I have nothing to do with. You can change teams now and again just to make it more interesting as well. Prez, that's what I do. I do tend to stick to the Rowan Leprechaun team. But you can change it around. A lot of other similar teams out there do things in a similar amount of time. Oh, I didn't check that before casting that. That was my fault. Because you can kind of see whether Shregra's spell is going to work or not before you actually cast it. And I'll try and show what I mean when I get a next cast of him. If he survives, because he's only on 17 health. I think someone's going to pop their clogs. Got the magic and attack. Yep, that's the ones to get first. Definitely the magic ones. 100%. Yeah. All in good time. I'm not. Horn Dog, I'm not. When I take a look at a team now, I check that thing about 30 times before pressing the quit button. I think last one I didn't. I think I only checked one last time. I was quite confident of the rest, but I remember like looking at it. What does that say? Does it say Guild Wars? No. Is that PvP? Right. It says definitely does say PvP. Whatever it was, it says, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Double check that. It doesn't say Guild Wars, does it? No. Right. Can definitely exit this, can't I? It was kind of like that. It was like I checked it like about 900 times. Because that ain't happening again. That was so funny. Literally couldn't believe what I'd actually just done myself. And you're not going to let me forget it in a hurry. Yeah, it's good. Good to keep them nice and even if you can. Prez. Oh, it's an incredible amount of stuff to do in this game. I'm actually quite impressed by any new player that comes to this game now, because there's so much to it. It's insane. Must be an absolute head melt for new players. It was bad enough when I first came to the game a little while ago, and it was like, wow, but now, so much to it. Absolutely crazy amount of things to learn and remember. But what I find interesting is we've got these gargoyle gems now, and it's like the devs are hell bent on releasing something new every like few weeks, but they can't go on just releasing stuff every few weeks. Surely it'll just be surely it'll become broken in the end, because there's just so much there that it stops working the way it is intended. Yeah, you've said it, Davey. I remember my mate telling me what to do. I found it like a lot to remember 5-6 years ago when I first started. It's like, wow. Now, incredible amount of stuff. So what I don't get is how the devs think they can keep on releasing new things, new gem types, without it just imploding eventually. It kind of has to. The more these gem types they keep releasing and things like that, the more it's countering or stopping the effect of spells from troops and things like that. It's almost like the troops are slowly but surely becoming not irrelevant, but less relevant than what they were at the start, for sure. That's really good for 3 months, level 1,424. That's hardcore. That is, yeah. That's serious. Yeah, it's I shall. Like when you entangle someone, like they're entangled at the moment, it reduces their attack to 0. So basically, you want to take no damage from normal skull hits. If I leave them their first one is actually not entangled, but tangle basically reduces the attack to 0 on the affected troop, and that means they can do you no damage from standard skull hits. And when they're frozen, they're basically frozen, but not on the troop. Like this troop here is frozen, but it's the colour that's frozen, which means if they got a 4 match on red, he would no longer get that extra turn. Vendor Step, another hardcore player. Year and a half and 1,315. That's really good. $36 event keys. Yeah, no red, no brown. Get lucky brown from this or red. Nope. What we got going on? Get a fist of heaven up. See, if anything should spark those naughty messages from the bots, it's something like Fist of Heaven, because that sounds like a badly titled adult film if anything does. Let's get that. $8,436 trophies. That is a lot. Burn decreases the health of someone, yeah, by 3 per turn. I shall add these to my new player series. So on every Saturday or Sunday I'll do like a little tutorial thing, which is going over each little element of the game in one way or another, explaining different things. I think I've done freeze already. I don't think I've done burn or entangle yet, so I shall add them to the list. Yeah, 8,000 trophies, that's absolutely insane. In a good way. Well, that's a nice mixture. What I'd love to see in this game, and I don't think it'd work in this one, it would need like to be a Gems of War 2 or something, is something with like, say, 6 troops. Same idea, but you have 6 troops, not 4. Because the amount of times I've created a team, and it's like, oh my god, if I could only have 1 more troop, or even, 2 or something like that, it could be incredible, and it could do some really, really good matchups against the opponents. But that may be a bit technical. $803 vault keys. That's nearly twice as many as me. I thought I'd done pretty good getting 450 odd, whatever it was. Yeah, that's a serious amount of keys. No, not very often. I've just done it today because I was going to open a load of vault keys anyway, and I thought I might as well do it while going live. Or 48 gem keys is nice. But I'll do it now and again. See how it all goes and all that. Your English is fine, Prez. Seriously. Not just saying it to make you happy. It's genuinely absolutely fine. $140,000 trophies. Jesus. That is a proper good amount. Horn dog showing off again. But not showing off his typing skills. Well, you say that, Davey, but I've actually done that, and it's something which I can have a look at. Hey, Tired Out, look how you doing, mate. Just to go over that with Davey D quick, I've actually done that. What I've actually done, I'm going to release a video soon. It was basically comparing the level 1 rewards if you did a level 1 Nomapalooza run versus a Nomapalooza level 5 run. Do you get any better rewards or not? And I went through them much more slowly just to see if there was any difference. And yeah, I'll release that video in probably a few days' time because it was actually quite interesting what happened. Just playing around with a couple of teams here. Do we have any green for Mirage? Good, Davey. Mirage 4 match across the middle. Oh. See, when you want these orbs like this, you'd never seem to get them. But when you don't need them anymore, they're the ones it gives you all the time. Just off the PC and going onto the phone. Cool. Swearing in multiple languages. That's the only thing, you see. I wish I knew known at the time about the thing about not getting that last upgrade or whatever it is on Essence of Evil. It's so annoying when it changes the enemy to a frog now, or toad, whatever it is. Well, a good mixture, I suppose. This has gone into a conversation I do not know anything about, but it's good. It gives me a chance to have a drink. Oh. What time is it anyway? 9:37. Not too bad. Do this for a short while longer.
Mana surge.
No, it's fine. I'm happy to have the break, Prez. It's fine. Plus, I like trying to work out what people said.
Mana surge.
Ron? Ron? Yes. Now what we get? Orba Clans. Oh, look at all. What the hell is that? What a load of. What? Seriously? Stupid game. Oh my god. Obviously, if you're a different level player and you still need the Orbs of Wisdom, then it's obviously very good. But it's like the game knows what you don't need anymore and just continuously throws them at you. That's unbelievable. Yeah, I need a crash course in Dutch. I've heard it's actually one of the easier languages to pick up. How true that is, I have no idea. Do not give me Orb of Wisdoms. Yeah. Hey, Supernova 30. How's it going? What's a good... Jay says, what's a good group of troops to use with that top 10 mythic that Jay created? So it's in the top 10 mythic Posea on Explore 12. Can't think of it off my head. I did do a really good team with that. It's in one of my videos somewhere. Can't recall it immediately offhand. Thank you, Prez. Saying I'm a nice guy and a nice voice to hear. Calm. Well, I am most of the time, which is good to hear. Thank you very much. Why am I not honest? I need to know this. Come on, spill the beans. Now I know why, because I admitted last time on the live chat I did steal a packet of polos once. Exactly. Yeah, the name Honest Rob comes from my girlfriend, in fact. She was one that started it a little while ago, a few years ago now. And the Honest Rob bit is not to do with actually being honest, as in like honest. As I said, I did steal a packet of polos once when I was a kid. Maybe even a packet of biscuits once. But I was hungry and I needed food. So I did that deed. And I admit it. And the shame is with me forever. But the honest part of my name comes from my girlfriend, who gave that to me a little while ago, because it's the way I tend to speak what I think without actually thinking about what I'm going to say first, and whether it's what people want to hear or not is tough luck, because normally by the time my brain has thought, is that a good idea to say that or not, my mouth was already gone and said it, and it's too late by then. And I'll normally say something, and my girlfriend looks at me and says, Honest Rob strikes again, because I tend to say what most people are only thinking, and that is where it comes from. It's not honest as in, you know, never done anything criminal, because I have. Not anything too bad, mind, but indeed I have, but the honest comes from the way I tend to actually just be rather forthright with my opinions and don't really care one jot what people think. If it's true, it's true. And if you want to hear it or not, I don't care, because it will be what I think, and that is the only thing that matters. It's a bit like with these new mythics and stuff, like I always can look at a new mythic and give my app, yeah, basically I have no filter, that is a good way of putting it. Supernova, yeah. Yeah, exactly. My mouth goes off on one, rah, 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 and it's just off on one, and by the time my brain's caught up and thinks, is that a good idea to say that, it's too late. Then I've said it, and it's over. It happens a lot. People are used to it by now. But at least they know that, you know, if I say something, then I'm not beating about the bush, I'm not messing around. Who's this Ron character? That's about the third time you called me Ron now. He's calling me Ron. Some fat stubby fingers on the phone. You can't get him in the right place. Don't put a word like pussyfoot in the text thing. You know what's going to happen with those stupid bots in a minute. I found the bits to put, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with Britons, they are generally too polite. And the thing is as well, like a lot of South Africans are very forthright and outspoken as well. On where I live, on Hayling Island, there's a woman that runs a food place, and she's South African, and a lot of people are I wouldn't say that I don't like her, but they're very put out sometimes by how outspoken she is, because she just doesn't mess around either. She just says what she means, and I don't think that's how you should be. It's like, what's wrong with that? You know, what's wrong with talking the truth? You don't have to hide behind everything all the time. It's like, I don't get it. And I've just always been like that, and I'm quite happy with people to be that way. Yep, very straightforward, exactly. Good point there, Prez. You need auto correction. Ron turns auto to Rob. Apart from when Horndog's gonna text Ron Jeremy, and then I'll get called Rob Jeremy, which is interesting. 360 gems, very nice. What's my age? I am 51 years of oldness. 52 in November. And I still love playing games, and I think I will forever.
Mana surge.
Yeah, exactly. Ah, you've been to Halen as a kid, Davey. That's interesting. Obviously, you're from the UK too, unless you spent a lot travelling around. Yep, September 40. So a lot of old gits in the chat right now then, basically. And I'm the grandfather of them all, probably. But yeah, Horndog, exactly. Again, I much prefer someone to be straight talking and not beat around the bush. But that's another story completely. Don't want to start any weird bots coming into the thing talking about beating around the bush. Yeah, Fareham, just island over the road basically. I think it goes Halen, Portsmouth, then Gosport, and obviously Fareham's not quite there, but very similar. Small world sometimes, isn't it? Wow. Old school gamers, yes indeed. I absolutely love the old school arcade games. Bushwhackers. Same to you. Might should start using that in my battles. And something goes wrong, or it's a tight battle, and usually use something like a squeaky bum time, and it gets a bit too close, and you die or something. Might use bushwhackers. Sounds somehow relevant. Yeah, the fairground on Halen, still there, you know. Still there. Unfortunately, the arcade part is just a mere shadow of its former self now, but they've still got some arcade machines in there. There's still some pinball machines and things like that. Absolutely love it. Like near where I live, like the whole road, just literally like 5 minutes walk from me, used to be just an entire road of arcade places, like, you know, like in the 90s sort of thing. It was absolutely incredible. It's now a little bit depressing when you go past it, and it's just like houses and flats and stuff. But yeah, wow, the fair is still there. I love still going there. It's absolutely brilliant. That's a good place. There's kids rides on the outside and some bigger ones, the roller coaster and stuff like that, and the big Tower of Power thing, whatever you call it. And there's still 3 or 4 different arcades there with some decent games, modern games in there. A couple of the older style ones. A load of driving games, beat 'em ups, pinball tables. Still feels like a good old fashioned arcade. Love it. And it takes me 7 minutes to get there by car.
Mana surge.
Arcades were the first monetized games, but no complained about back in the day. However, there was no internet to really experience. Exactly. Hello, good rallers. How's streaming going? It's going alright. Having a good old chinwag here about the good old days of arcade gaming and it being a small world of people from knowing the same area that I'm in now and living here or visiting here in the past and things like that. Good old stuff.
Mana surge.
Bring a couple of car LED lights. Don't know what I cast that for. That was a silly cast. Didn't really do much. Yeah, the good old days in regards to gaming for sure, definitely. See, it's kind of a love-hate with me because I love the online gaming part of it, but I don't love it as much as the good old days when a mate would come around your house and you'd sit there side by side playing a game or taking turns, something like that. For me, that was just a different level of experience, completely and fun, and I enjoyed that, I think, more than anything. Obviously, the younger people watching this won't know exactly what that was like because obviously they can play a local co-op game now, but you don't realise quite how cool it was when that was how it was just all the time. I mean these days people don't even just go around people's houses anymore just randomly. Like you just hear a ding dong at the door or a knock on the door and then your mate has turned up and it's like, oh, come in, yeah, we'll have a game or something. Now it feels like everything has to be arranged. No one quite comes round your house in quite the same way they used to before. Everything's having a game online instead, and it's like that social interaction of not just talking online like this, but actually with an actual human being next to you playing a game and stuff like that. I do miss that bit a bit more. You do miss knocking the controller out of my opponent's hands. Yes, and Daley Thompson's Decathlon. That was an amazing game. The best one's Supernova. I don't know if you're familiar with an old gaming system called the 3DO. It was EA's attempt at making a console, and it was actually a pretty good system in its time. It was kind of ahead of its day, but maybe too much so because it was actually really expensive to buy. But you say about knocking the controller out of an opponent's hands. With the 3DO, that went one stage better because the way the multiplayer on that worked was you didn't have multi controller ports on the console. You had one controller port, and the way the controllers linked together was they daisy chained together from one controller to the next. So player 2's controller actually plugged into yours on a little port on it, and if there was a third player, he plugged into player 2's port and things like that. So you could be into a game or something and they're just for fun, just wiggle his lead out of your controller, cause him to crash on a corner, something like that, and then get back in again and stuff like that. That was really, really funny. Very funny indeed. And a bit of a flaw, if anything, with that way of linking the controllers up, but it led to much fun. Yeah, exactly. I mean, people now... Oh, here we go. Have more sex! Yeah, that was good old days. Yeah, I love them old gaming systems. Still love it now, it's just in a different sort of way. Gotta move on with the times. Well, I've always referred to it as anti-social media or unsocial media, because what's social about it? There's nothing social about it. Social to me is a human being, face to face. You know, and things like that, like doing things properly, you know, together with another human being. But yeah, he's off, that's it. He's started the sex chat off again, he's off. see him in 15 minutes. Or 10 if it's a good one. 48 gem keys. Nice. Prez shooting off. Have a good one. Nice to meet you all. Keep up the good stuff. Looking forward to your next video in live session. Good to meet you too, Prez. Happy days. Keep it up and I'll catch you next time. Yeah, can you put your head around that you can have an entire arcade in the palm of your hand? But it is, but it isn't. Like, I'm sitting in my mini arcade at the moment. It's called my mini mega arcade. I don't know if anybody's seen the video of it. It's basically I've converted a garage into a mini mega arcade. There's 5 arcade machines in here, including my 2 sit-down driving cabs. But even though you can have an arcade in your hand now, as was just said, nothing beats the feeling of standing at a proper arcade machine in the way you used to with a proper joystick and buttons and playing a game that way. It still feels totally different, and to me, like, really good. Still love that arcade experience. Catch you later, Prez. Oh, 2 nice major order clans. That is really good. These are almost the only ones I don't mind getting loads of now, because those keys always come in handy. Best 2 mana generators for 2 Zools. I probably wouldn't use 2 Zools. I think 1 Zool almost works better than 2, to be honest. But the number 1 generator for Zool is, without a doubt, Centurion. Get him going and him and Zool become almost unstoppable. Like, I'll just grab that for that Zool there, and then you cast Zool, kill someone. Creates all those skulls, and then you cast Centurion again, converts those skulls to ×2 wild cards, which, unless you're really unlucky, charges up Zool and Centurion again, and you just repeat the process, and it's just almost too easy. But if you do want to use 2 Zools, then Oshi's Time would be a good shout. As Supernova just said. I've seen a few people actually run 2 Zools and then say afterwards, because I haven't got 2 Zools myself. Yeah, I'm not sure I would, even if I could, but I've heard a few people say that actually 2 Zools was not actually as good. I suppose it's in the way that the second Zool would take mana away from the first one without that getting charged off, I suppose. I don't know. Haven't really thought about that too much. I think 1 Zool with the rest of the team backing him up to get the mana is going to be sufficient most of the time. Nothing for Centurion right now. Let's grab... Might as well get that then, I suppose. Give me some brown. Then let the fun begin. Right, so you did a super chat and you weren't notified. Let me know if you are notified with a super sticker. Doing one now, okay. Presumably mean in this chat right now. So I probably will be notified on the computer, I suppose. I shall let you know. Alright, hang on, let me switch it on because it's only just down by my side. Alright. Wisdom clams. Let's have a look. Let's let that boot up. See, I wonder if there's a difference, because I started this stream from the PlayStation. But I think you can actually start the stream from the PC as well if you go to the logo, with create whatever it is and do it from there and start a live stream. I wonder if that would be different. I wonder if that would then show all the stuff from the PC instead. If you know what I mean. Oh, that was unlucky. I'll punish you for your insolence. So, yes, I've got it on the PC chat. Hey you, £2, thank you very much. Right, so that's appeared on the PC one. But it hasn't appeared on the chat on the PlayStation 4. What if there's a weird issue? Was that 240 diamonds I got then? That was good. Right, what I might do in a minute as an experiment is close this live stream and then restart it, but rather than restart it on the PlayStation, which is what I've done before, is I'll start it up by the method you can do on a PC. And no, that wouldn't work because you would have to send more. No, exactly, because you want to obviously thank people for that and appreciate it and everything. If you ignore it and they'll think, oh, you miserable git, like that's it, I'm off, sod you, pal. Well, you know, they'd be like that, wouldn't they? Which would be fair enough if you weren't thanking people for that sort of stuff, because that would be no good at all. So yeah, what I'll do, I'll let one more comment come in so it gets to 300 comments, because I like things like that. I'm a bit weird like that. And what I might do is I might close this stream down then, and then I'll restart it, but on the PC. In fact, I'll type one myself. Yeah, so what I'll try next time is I'll... Yeah, but then you'll have to send me some more money next time to test it. Which is a good way of actually scaring people out of money, I suppose, isn't it? Oh, it's not working, look. It's not showing anywhere. You have to keep... I've done this adjustment. Send me some more now. I'll tell you if I've got it or not. You'd be like rich in no time. Yeah. Ease up, you're trying to start one of those things off again, isn't you? One of those those bot things. Yeah, that was nice and fast. Very nice quick one. See how many I've got left in a minute, because I must have gone through a good few of them by now. What I like is actually checking things like your diamonds and stuff afterwards. It's quite surprising how many you pick up in the long run. You think maybe you've only picked up a few here and there, but quite often you've actually picked up actually tons. Orb of Chaos, Orb of Growth, Wisdom and Growth. What? How many times is it going to throw 3 Orbs of Wisdom at me? Wow. Glass Leprechaun. Oh yeah, 2 Venoxias. That's interesting. I really like Venoxia with Queen Beatrix. It's another really good combo. It works well together. Wow. Be gone. Oh, here we go. Oh, even I can. F-U-C-K. Thank you. 240 diamonds. But if that's what happens when you use a one of these pawn bot things come in, I'll get 240 diamonds. They can come in as much as they want. Let's get another 5 in here. Flammifer, Centurion, Zor and Leprechaun, Slayer class. Yep, super effective. Get the skulls going. Single hits, wiping out opponents. Wasn't that one of the world record teams almost that done like mega fast? Obviously you're relying on Flammifer to absolutely go mental, but if that actually works in your favour, then that is a mega fast team. Yeah, there's definitely something along them lines of Flammifer 100% was involved in it. 48 gem keys. I want to see more of them 240 diamond lots. That's really good when they happen. $240 diamonds is where it's at. Devour it as well, handy. How much time do these bots think we've got to keep on going onto these websites, or whatever it is? Right, I've done the epic ones. Let's get back onto the standard keys. Let's just grab this first. Let's do this campaign stuff, which I completely didn't notice was there. Yeah, good, nice one. Thank you. Purple enemies is fine. Crafts, I might as well do this now quick. Get that done and out of the way. It's ones like these, which are about the only ones I don't mind doing on these tasks. I don't mind doing that, but when it says change a banner and things like that for like sometimes one fight, it's like, seriously, I can't be bothered to do that. I'm not going to even change that one to be annoying to the game. There you go. Haha. Right, now back in. Let's do the standard keys. What doing? How many's left? Just got 367 to go, god damn it. Wonder if you block them, do they disappear from the chat anyway? Like if they're blocked and YouTube then delete them or whatever. Wonder if they go from mine at the same time. Change the team after this, maybe try a little bit of variation. Yeah, but what I mean is, if you block them for you, and YouTube, you know, if you report it, whatever, and then yeah, they do that. I wonder if it gets deleted from everywhere or just from yours. I suppose it would be just from yours. Yeah, I'll look into that. 60 diamonds, very nice. Yeah, I've got no idea how to do that sort of thing yet, so I'll definitely look into that though. Major Orb of Chaos. Let's have a Major Orb of Clans. More wisdom stuff. What other teams have I not tried yet? Can't use them. What are these ones? It's a Guild Wars type archer team. Yep, catch you later, David E. It was good having you here. Oh. Go B. Oh, that's right. I'll have a look at them later. Definitely. That's such a crazy amount. Utterly insane. Yay, good. That's nice. Let's get the charge for Queen Bee. Let's spam B, see if she can do it on her own. Of course she can't. Get out of it. We'll try another team quickly, just as an experiment here. Real spammy, easy. Oh, that's not the one I was after. What's that one? Actually, I might try this one. This is an experimental potential Yellow Day Guild Wars team, potentially. Don't often see Queen or Aurora in teams, but this could be useful in this. Lots of extra mana for the team. Oh, this is actually quite good. I'm liking all this extra mana on all colours. Wow. Ooh. Aurora. You're better than I thought you were going to be. No, it's off again. There's no stopping it sometimes. On dog, you've got more blocking to do. Oh, these silly messages. That's 4 in a row now. Get out of it. You annoying little creature. Be gone. What did we get this time? Orb of Chaos. Come on, be good. Yep, I'll take that. At least that's useful. Yeah. Not sure who's done the most messages, you or the bots. Yeah, have we got anything? Yeah, green to yellow. Just had a 4 match there, I just noticed. That was a bit silly. What'd she do? Fairly useful. Not paying too much attention to what I'm collecting sometimes. It's just more experiment than anything with this team at the moment. It's looking quite good though. I quite like it. Team got jumbled around, which just slowed things up a tad. Be gone. Yeah, there's a little bit of potential there, I would say. What else we got? Let's try this one again. A little bit more skull spam. Oh, should have got the brown first. That was rather silly. Shifting things along too fast. Get out of it. Do we have green? Kind of. That was a little bit aggressive, shall we say? Wow, Shegra, how could you do that? Seriously, mate. Whose side are you on?
Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge.
Soft ending. Let's try that team again. Can go much quicker than that if the gems are a little bit more friendly. No, got some brown. I'll take that first. Playing some gems and playing GT7 and streaming gems. It doesn't get better than this. But immediately comes up with naked. Stop jerking. Every time you do a message, hey, one of them dodgy things comes up. It's like not sure what it's trying to tell us here. Do we have Mirage Queen? So much green and skull. You'd think there's going to be matches somewhere, but there's not. So be it. And he's created some annoying bomb bots.
Mana surge.
No green to skull still. Let's explode some red. Wow.
Mana surge.
Let's do this. I actually did beat several of your GT7 times, actually, Horn Dog. Some of the more unusual ones, which are in funny places that you may not spot for a while. Well, I presume they're still owned by me anyway. But a few weeks ago, I noticed I was still top on several of the times. Oh, that was nice. Do we have green? Yes, we do. Green on the Mirage Queen. Red on Shegra. Oh. Right, that is nearly 10:30. I'm going to give it a few more minutes, and that'll be me. I've done a good bunch of these keys, or getting bombarded by these annoying messages. Dear me. Oh, check for green first. Mirage Queen. Nothing really doing. Alright, let's just do a few more rounds with the fast team. And that will be it. I think.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Well. Somewhat unfortunate.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Right, a couple more and I will be done for the night.
Mana surge.
Damn these messages.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
So where was that? One gem key, that is it. That is not very good. $15 pets is really good.
Mana surge.
Pets have got to be one of the slowest grind in the games, getting those pets for level 20.
Mana surge.
Let's grab that blue for a start. Bit of Zool. Anybody that's not death marked or hunted marked,
Mana surge.
grab that because it's there. Why not?
Mana surge.
Ooh, got unlucky.
Mana surge.
Yeah, yeah, I don't doubt it. That's what I do like about the online stuff. We were saying earlier about how it was better in the good old days, so to speak, kind of thing, and stuff like that. But I do like the competitive nature of the online thing now. That is really good.
Mana surge.
Hello, Mega Seeker, and welcome.
Mana surge.
You seek megas.
Mana surge.
Everyone's always seeking something. Yeah, Nomapalooza seems to have a spell of just going through certain things, of just giving you like certain things again and again. I've noticed that.
Mana surge.
See, he starts talking about the sex bots and he gets his fingers in a twist and starts getting typos like sex vots. See, as soon as you start talking about the sex things, he starts getting all excited and missing stuff and typing mistakes. It's like, I reckon Horndog is the sex bots. Dun dun dun. revelation right here. You heard it here first. Get excited. It's the way they say it, though, isn't it? It's like the way they put it, the way they word it. It's so fantastic. You know, how can anybody resist? But the thing is, like, horny, honest Rob sometimes says things when he shouldn't. Didn't quite have the same ring to it, so I had to shorten it down a little bit and just keep it as just honest Rob. Like it worked better. The other one didn't seem to fit. There we go. See, that's about the 5th time in a row when we've said about it, and you've said something about it, and it's started every single time, and it's telling you stop jerking. It can't make it any plainer. It's literally every time though. It's unreal. No filter. Yeah, no filter would have worked. No filter, Rob. Stick to diamonds is good. Oh look, we've got another one. Even you can do that. Even you. I mean, it's like they're trying to be charming, but like failing at every single level. Starting with even you, as if you're some sort of leper or Quasimodo or something, can do that. It's like, yeah, even you, Mr. Fat Ugly Boy. It's like, even you got a chance. With these blind women or something, I don't know. Yeah, next time I do this, I'll start it up on the PC, see if it makes any difference or not. Major Orbital Clans, excellent stuff. Good one, Mega Seeker. Just there's about another 400 you have to seek down and destroy as well. But every time Horndog says something vaguely sexual at all, or even mentions anything, they suddenly appear. I think they're somehow linked to him. Yeah, or a super cleanser like the Voice of Orpheus. Any yellow match gets you a cleanse. Queen Beatrix, any 4 match, that'll do it as well. $66 diamonds is not bad. Yeah, for the gargoyles, like the kind of troops you want to beat for them is oops. Obviously Queen Beatrix with that 4 match 3rd trait. God, it's a bit slow. Obviously the cleanse all allies by matching 4 more gems is a really easy way to do that. But if you've got it, and it is a mythic, that's the only thing, is the voice of Orpheus. Really good. Cleanse all allies when matching yellow gems. Also a very good counter for Elementalist class as well. Like this is why I don't go too hard on mythics when they come out and they don't seem to be that good straight away. Sometimes a mythic gets actually better over time. Like before Elementalist class came out, Voice of Orpheus was considered a really, really average mythic. But now Elementalist class has come out, but you've got this awesome cleanse all allies when matching yellow gems. Voice of Orpheus has just got a whole load better. So for me, all mythics have potential to be better. And they use a sexy algorithm and gravitate towards persons like Horndog. Exactly. And he's got Horndog in his name. So it's going to pick that up. Yeah, it's a really handy cleanse. Right, I'm going to do another 3 minutes, take it up to 3 hours, and that is long enough, I think. I've done enough to these keys in one night. And the others can wait for another day.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Yeah, exactly. I had over 450 normal vault keys to undo and something like 420 standard ones, so I've still got quite a few more to do. Flagging a bit now. The conversation is probably getting worse. Oh yeah, definitely Supernova. Like I totally agree, and I like that. Like same as like Fallen Valdis. It's a much maligned troop at the moment. A lot of people think it's useless, and it mostly is unless you're playing divine teams. But who knows what troops come out in the future, and then all of a sudden Fallen Valdis is an amazing troop because she counters that team or that troop specifically. So even the bad troops may come good eventually. Orb of Growth. Ascension. Better. Nah, that's a really good total, Mega Seeker. 500 normals and 30 epics is decent. The troop exploding block. The block exploding troop even. This is when you've been here too long. Indeed. Should have got that blue for Zol. I'm flagging badly now. This is on autopilot now. We'll see. Almost done a mistake then as well. Kaboom. Right. That, I think, is going to be it. That is 3 hours of opening these vault keys, and I've still got a bunch to do. What have I ended up with? How many diamonds have I got now? I was down to about... Oh, that's not bad. I was down to about 100 earlier, so I've gained about 2,000 diamonds tonight, I think. That's really good. No, couldn't have done. No, I think I had about 900 before, so I've gained just over 1,000. That's not too bad. 1,000 diamonds. 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 1,000 Oh, the yes, I think I know what you mean. So let's take a quick look. Could you have the first legendary one first, which is coming along? This one's just so-so. Nothing too special about that. But the Medusa one, which is going to be the Mythic, the World, that's going to be a good one. Quite like that. Only 6 mana. That's pretty good. But the main one is Medusa. True damage to an enemy boosted by stone blocks. They convert 8 gems of one of their mana collars to stone blocks. I think that's going to be an interesting mythic. And that will be available when this campaign ends. So we'll certainly be grabbing that pass. Ah, he's reading some conflicting info. In what way? Let's take a look at this. Deals true damage to an enemy, so only one. Boosted by stone blocks. But boost ratio is times 5. Yeah, the new gem, the gargoyle one. Then convert 8 gems of one of their mana colours to stone blocks. That's a lot of stone blocks, but like I say, the one that explodes the stone blocks is going to be really good with this, I reckon. Curse and stun a random enemy when matching 4 more gems is interesting. Curse is more powerful than people give it credit for, I think, in this game. A lot of people don't realise how good Curse is. Those troops that were undevourable before get cursed and suddenly you can be devoured. Really good. So what was the other one? So that's for 6 mana. That's really good as well. Fully heal an ally. In a green spam team, that could be pretty decent as well. Quite like some of these troops. That's not very good though. But certainly some interesting stuff coming up. I shall get this now or later. Well, the artwork's nice. That Elite Pass one, that's really, really nice. That artwork on that one on the left-hand side. Huh. Cool. Anyway, I think I'm about to call it a day. Let's just do this because it just feels messy for me. Oh yeah, Immortal spam teams are good. Got one team that I was going to try out on Guild Wars Day. Bizarrely, I remember this team the other day and I don't think I've ever actually used it on Blue Day, and probably should. Don't know how, which one it is. Where is it? The really basic Raja Queen double Gob Truffle jobby team. Something like that. That's probably really good on Blue Day on Guild Wars. It just keeps the loop going, sort of thing. Horn Dog, thanks for a great stream and good laughs. It was fun, even without. See, you've said it now. Watch them come in. Watch them appear out of nowhere. As soon as you've said it, they'll appear. But yeah, the sex bots almost made it more fun, which is a good thing. Making a good thing out of a bad thing. Right, well, there it is. The end of the video. And thanks everyone for coming in. And if anybody did donate and I didn't see it, it's because it's just not showing up in this main chat. And I'll have to check through the chat on the PC later just to double check, because I would like to thank anybody that did. And thank anybody that didn't as well. I don't even mean that in a funny sort of way. It's just entirely up to you. But I'm happy to have you here and have some fun. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time, and we'll see what tomorrow brings in the next video. So laters all, as Supernova says, indeed. And catch you again. Bye for now.